honest, Cheryl is a hoe, okay? Yeah, that's her name, Cheryl Ho. Well, H-O, Cheryl Ho. Fictitious Cheryl. He's referring to. First of all, awesome job, our singer. That's not easy to stand up out of nowhere, as well as our dancer. But here's what I love about what David's saying. It's true at a certain level in this industry, whether you're ready or not, you just have to do it. We talk about this all the time, Justin and I, on this show. Sometimes they put us in a place, and we have no idea what we're supposed to do, and then a teleprompter comes in front of our face, and they go, okay, go. It's so much fun. What? So honestly, you're never going to be perfectly prepared for anything. So you got to be ready to do your best without the preparation sometimes. So, anyway, let's move on. Yeah, more questions.
Maybe
this guy in the back.
This side. No one from
They're
this
shy.
side? Oh.
All right, he's going to get this next question. After that, it's going to be from this side. Somebody figure that out. Hi. Okay, next one's here. Good. We got you. You're on deck. Yeah, you can't hide.
Hello. Hi, my name is Ria. I'm a multi-instrumentalist, a vocalist, and I play in a band. And I would really want to know, how do I participate or sign up for Asia's Got Talent?
What was the question? He wants to know how he could participate or audition for Asia's Got Talent. Was that the question, bro? Yeah?
A little late.
Well, maybe for next season.
Next season.
Actually, I don't think any of us know.
Well, tune into AXN or AGT.
A lot of information on Google. You just Google that, and you'll be in the know. There's no shortage of material online.
Go to axnasia.com.
It's AXN-Asia.
Asia.com.
/AGT vote. That's how you vote.
Yes.
Just audition. The call will be out there. I guarantee you'll see it for the next season. Just pay attention, follow the website, follow the social media stuff, and you'll find out how, I'm sure. Now I know for a fact that we have a question coming from right over here. The lovely girl, young girl there in glasses. Woo!
Okay, hi, my name is Aisha, and okay, so I've been very involved in the arts since I started secondary school, which is when I was 13. Right now I'm taking art as an examinable subject for my national exams. I produce and direct films in my school also, and now I perform outside of my dance school also. And I kind of want to take my arts as a career, but my parents are against it. So what advice would you give to people like me with unsupportive parents?
You can answer that.
Let's go Jay first, but I'd love to hear this from you guys too.
Yeah. For me, when I was in high school, my parents wanted me to be like a doctor or a lawyer, but I just, at that time, I didn't know what I was doing, but I didn't like to study, stay in school, but I didn't like to study. I would skip school and break dance in the hallways and stuff like that. But I always kind of had a rebellious spirit, and I always kind of trusted my gut, and I always believed in myself. I think it's kind of very cliche, it's kind of corny, but you really have to believe in yourself, and you have to really be passionate and work really hard. It's just not about believing in yourself and you can do everything. You have to put in that much work as well. So if you believe in yourself, you're gonna have to make your parents see your vision. What they don't see, you're gonna have to let them see. It might take 5 years, it might take 10 years. My parents just recently, maybe in the past 3-4 years, they just started seeing what I'm trying to do. That before they were like, why are you making songs like Monet, like so provocative and scandalous, like make more songs like Choa, but now they see what I'm trying to do. So
Anggun, did your parents see what you wanted to? Yeah, can you clap for Jay? You would love it.
Vote for me.
No, actually, I was very lucky because my parents, both my parents were very, very supportive, especially my dad, who was an artist himself. So I'm really bad at this because my the example that I have at home, it was all about pursuing your dreams, go dream big and all that. But all I can say is that if that is what your true calling, if that is really what makes you happy, at the end of the day, as Jay said, you have to find a way to make your parents understand, because all parents only want to see their children happy. If that is really where you want to do, what you want to do and where you want to go, you should just pursue it, and and work hard, of course.
All right. Yeah, Anggun wants your claps too. All right, David. Jay and Anggun tackled what it's like maybe to have your parents not support right away what you're going to do. Was there ever anyone in your career early on who just told you straight up you would not be able to do this?
Well, there were people that said I couldn't do it, and those, of course, become, like I said earlier, they become the rocket fuel to make you want to do it. But I wanted to, Aisha, right? So I wanted to tell you the following, okay? I have one question for you. Who would you like to have dinner with more than anybody? If you could wave a magic wand, anybody in the world, who would you like to have dinner with that you think would help? It's not a Brad Pitt kind of, or, well, not Brad Pitt for you. Who would it be? It would be Chris Helmsworth, or this is for a work thing. Who would you like to have dinner with? Some director, some film? Who's your idol?
My idols. I love my dance crew. They're all here.
No, that's a bullshit answer. I need somebody that's going to really help you.
My inspiration as a dancer would be EXO's Kai. Yeah, he's an idol. Yeah, and I really I look up to him as a dancer. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so here's the thing. If you are under your parents' roof, and if they're paying the bills, then you have to respect what they want for you. If you really believe in yourself enough that above all you want to be a filmmaker and your parents don't support it, move out of the house, don't take their money, and go do it on your own. If they're paying the bills, they get a say in it. If they're not paying any bills, they have no say in it. Children they are of their parents, they come from their parents, but they are not of their parents. So you go make your own way. But if they're paying the bills, you have to abide by their rules.
That's a good point. Try to convince them, like Jay said, first, and then if they don't agree, then there's little things that you can do to your parents don't have to know everything.
Yeah, bake them a cake, give them a massage.
School's going great, man. You can keep doing your writing and learning how to do film and dance, but also, that's a lot of people do that. A lot of people, there's a lot of talented actors out there that's, were on the track to be doctors, but they did the acting and the writing and the dancing as a side thing. That was a side thing, but they took it seriously. They didn't sleep to do that, though.
Yeah.
I think David mentioned that during one of the semifinals. Yeah. They're like, you can't do something as a side thing and expect to be successful at it. That's tough. That's a tough situation. It requires a lot of work. All right, let's move on to another question, guys. All the way in the back, your hand rose so fast. Let's get that question. We're going over here next, even if they have more questions. It has to be someone from this side, okay?
Test. Okay. All right, my name is Crow, like the blackbird. Yeah, don't ask why. Okay. I represent the school Orita Sinclair. All right, we're quite a humble school. We're really new. Okay, so my question is, let's say you as a musician, as a singer, you have your own sound, your own voice, your own music, but a record company likes you and wants to sign you up, but they wanna change you, your image, your genre. What do you do?
That's a really good question. I'm sure you had a lot of stuff in the K-pop
industry.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, so at the end of the day, it comes down to what your priorities are. What is important to you? What is near and dear to your heart? Is it the fame? Is it the money? Is it music? Is it impressing people? What is near and dear to your heart? So for me, of course, when I first started this career, the reason why I came and did this is because I thought it would be a way to support my family, But then as I went on and I found a passion for music and to become an artist and whatnot, the money and fame doesn't really move me anymore. It's more about what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about, hip hop music, rap, the culture, and making sure that the next generation is going to take this culture and be good with it, and not abuse it and take it for granted. For me, I don't let things, people or companies or whatever dictate what I want to do and my image and what I want to say. And like, let's say I put out a song and it might make me lose money. If I want to put it out, the fact that I'm going to lose money, it doesn't stop me from putting out the song. You know what I'm saying? Because the money doesn't move me. The money is not as important as me putting this song out. So it just depends on what's important to you.
This is really interesting because we actually can talk about this from both sides of the issue, right? Jay, I'm sure at times people have told you, or in K-pop, we sound like this, right? But David, you've produced music and had other singers come in and sing some of the melodies that you wrote yourself. I'm sure there were times when you're like, I would kind of prefer this style of voice. What do you have to say to his question?
Well, there's no real answer. I mean, when I used to produce Madonna way back in the day, I loved her disco sound. And if I was still with her, I would have probably convinced her to try and stay with the disco sound. I would have been so wrong because Madonna was a 1 in a million. And she was the one that didn't need any help from anybody. No record company was going to tell her what to do. There's other record companies like Celine Dion, who I produced, who we always told her what to do because she just wanted us to pick the songs for her, and she wanted us to do all the work, and all she wanted to do was sing. So there's no real clear-cut answer. But, yeah, that's all I'll say for now.
Anggun, real quick, does anyone tell you what they sound like?
Actually, one thing that I really learned in the business is to know what you don't want to do. It's really important. And the fact that it's life, there are compromises to be done, and you are going to have to do that, but you have to make the compromises that you are going to do. You have to be responsible for that. You have to man up for it. You have to own it as well. So it's not, there's always something that you're going to lose a little bit, but as long as you don't lose your integrity, as long as you don't lose who you are, and so it's fine. At the end of the day, again, you have to, it's like everything in life. There are good decisions and bad decisions, and even the good, even the bad one, you really have to own it. But most of all, you have to know, you have to draw the line in what you don't really want to negotiate. That's very important.
It's about finding a healthy balance. Yeah.
All right, guys, absolutely great questions. We only have time for 2 more. It's got to come from this side. Justin, pick somebody. If they don't raise their hand, you just pick someone. Oh, we've got some pointing going on. Does she actually have a question, though? Nobody on this side has a question. Don't hurt her. All right, nobody has a question? Really? No, let's go this side. Yeah. All right. We have tons of questions here. They clap for their friends.
Okay, hi, my name is Zurin. My question, previously you talked about success and you don't chase fame, but instead you let it flow and you just follow where it leads you. My question to all of you is, what exactly were the opportunities and the things that you did that led you here, especially if there's any big opportunities like some big company found you or something? Yeah. Thank you.
Go for it, Jay.
Yeah. I mean, for me, you work on your craft first. Let your hours of sacrifice speak for itself. If you are that talented, if you are that good at what you do, it doesn't. Somewhere along the way, the opportunities are going to come. You won't have to search for the opportunities. Like David said, if you're always prepared, no matter what opportunity is in front of you, you're gonna just take it. So make sure you are at that level, as where whoever sees you, they're gonna be impressed with what you do. And so for me, I wasn't ever like, I have to go to all these auditions. And for me, I just did what I did. I loved to rap. I loved to dance. That's what I did all the time. And my mom was like, yo, go audition for this thing one day. And I didn't even know what it was. I went. I kind of just did what I did, I didn't really think of it seriously, and they were so impressed that they casted me. So, I mean, Yeah,
But it was your mom that kind of pushed you to get to that
she's like,
audition.
you don't study, go audition.
Yeah. So surround yourself around good people that push you to do those kinds of things as well. Anggun? Anything specifically that propelled your career in a really crazy way?
It's just that there's one thing, because you mentioned about fame. And I reckon that a lot of young people nowadays, they want to be famous. But you want to be famous doing something meaningful. You have to, first of all, treat that. You have to pay attention in what it is that you are special. You know, that makes you special. And it's not about, you know, a lot of people, they when you're not famous, you're really fantasizing about people being famous. Well, all this attentions that they're getting, and you want to have that, but that is not everything. The most important thing is what you do. It's not because nowadays people, they can be famous doing nothing. So do you want to be like that? Not really, right? So you have to treat first, you have to know the substance really matters for me. And I don't actually have one thing that makes me, it's a long journey. And you know, I started way before Instagram, YouTube, and even internet was okay, now I just gave away my age. But
what, like 27, 28?
26 and a half.
All right, I overshot it.
But yeah, once again, it's all about, first of all, know what you want to do and work on that. And then, you know, if you're lucky, because you need that luck factor as well, then fame will come to you. And all the others, boys, girls, and so on.
I'm sorry, what? Just kidding. David, comments?
First of all, by the way, Alan and Justin, great job on your improv. Nice job.
Woo!
Okay, here's the thing.
Thank you, Jackie.
I think the greatest gift I was given is poverty. And when I say poverty, I don't mean that I was living homeless, but, you know, I had great parents who, we didn't have any money, but we didn't feel poor. Maybe some of you can relate to that, maybe you can't. But the greatest gift is poverty, because when you don't have any money, and your parents don't have any money to give you, then you have to go out and do it yourself. And that is the greatest gift you can have. So the second thing I want to ask everybody in this room is, what do you think is the greatest key to success? In one word. Anybody?
Want to raise their hands?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Just raise your hand and shout it out.
Give it a go.
Yeah. What?
Happiness. She said
Happiness.
Happiness, okay. The greatest key to success.
Shout them out, guys.
Passion.
Belief. People.
Passion.
Patience. I heard
Patience.
Passion.
Passion. Resilience. What is it?
These are all really good things, by the way.
What does he say, this guy? What? Keep learning?
Perseverance, I heard. Failure. We got a lot of
Okay,
ideas.
anyway, you're all wrong. Okay? They're all good words. They're all part of the equation. But you're all wrong. The greatest gift and the greatest key to success is, are you ready? Networking.
Yes. No, he's not even joking.
I'm not joking. In this room, you have a dancer, you have a singer, you have probably somebody that can work Pro Tools, you have somebody that's an engineer, you have a bass player, you probably have a film director who can direct videos. You have everything in this room to be successful. You need to know each other, you need to stick together. That's how Steve Jobs and all these guys, Bill Gates, in college, that's how they built these companies. Networking. Don't forget it. Networking. Okay? And all the people over here that didn't want to ask questions, I have my serious doubts about whether any of you are going to be successful in the arts, because you're not curious enough. You have to be curious. You have a great moment here to ask questions with three people that have done it, 5 people that have become successful. You need to ask questions. You need to be involved. You need to work 24/7. If you're not working Saturday and Sunday, somebody else is. So if you're not prepared to give it your life and breathe it and sleep it and eat it to the exclusion of everything else, it's not going to happen. Remember that.
Ruth. T. Ruth.
Every time you're tired, just think of just a David Foster poster just looking at you like,
you! It's true.
Yeah.
Come on, I mean, it's like, you have a golden opportunity here to ask questions.
These are things that a lot of people won't tell you. Honestly, it's harsh and it sounds harsh, but it's a harsh industry.
Your opportunities will come, a lot of them will come from just networking, just by who you surround yourself with, who you know, who you meet. I mean, obviously you have to be good once the opportunity comes, but a lot of those opportunities won't come without the networking, as David said.
What is it? Success is the cross-section of opportunity and preparation, right? It's the two, and they come together. All right. Guys, that concludes our questions. First of all, give yourselves a round of applause. Amazing questions. Give your judges a round of applause as well.
The judges! Yay!
Now, judges, if you guys have just one more second, we'd love to get a photo opportunity with you guys. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have you guys come and stand here in the middle, shoulder to shoulder. And all of you guys, we're going to have you stand up where you are right now. And we're going to make one large photo. They're going to be here. We're going to come down.
Y'all don't move. Y'all stay there. Stay there.
You can stand up, though. You can stand up. You are. Go ahead. Stand up. Well, if they're the only one standing, it's going to look awkward. All right. Yeah, judges, we're going to put you guys just right in the middle, you three, so that you're safe and protected. Stand in front of your seats.
Stand up in front.
Stand up in front of your seats. In front of your seats. Don't go crazy.
No funny business.
Yeah, no funny business.
Oh,
all right.
Don't maybe.
I'm going to squeeze in right next to you, honey.
Okay. I'm going to have to get low. I'm blocking. You want to get in front of me?
Okay.
Okay, everybody get to where maybe the cameras can see you and start smiling. I'm going to do a quick little countdown. Ready, guys? All right. Let's go for these two middle cameras, the big guy cameras right there, the big cameras in the middle. Well, one of them's not there now, but here we go. Oh, they're going faster than I can. 3, 2, 1, smile.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your three judges.